Welcome to Himachal Pradesh, the land of the Himalayas. Nestled in the northern part of India, Himachal is a paradise of snowy mountains, lush valleys, adventure spots, and spiritual retreats. Himachal has a lot of places to visit, but there are some destinations that are more popular and top picks for every traveler. Manali, Shimla, Dalhousie, Dharamshala, Kasol, and Spiti are amongst the top places and must visit places in Himachal. Whether you're here for trekking in Parvati Valley or paragliding in Bir Biling, river rafting in Kullu, or just exploring the monasteries in Spiti, Himachal has something for everyone. Hi, I'm Avneet from Holidify, and in this video we'll cover the best places to visit and things to do, best time to visit Himachal, how many days do you need for a perfect Himachal trip, why booking a package makes your trip hassle-free, transportation, where to stay, and important travel tips. If that sounds helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you do not miss out on any more travel content. Now let's dive in. Best time to visit Himachal Pradesh. So it's a year-round destination and you can go anytime except for avoiding the monsoon season, which is from July to September, because it's very common to have landslides in hilly areas here. Whereas if you're planning for a snow adventure, then going from somewhere around December to early March is considered perfect, as you can indulge yourself in snow adventures and activities there. Whereas March to June is the perfect weather for outdoor activities, trekking, those lush green valleys, and you have perfect pleasant weather where you can indulge yourself in a lot of sightseeing and outdoor activities. How many days do you need for Himachal? Well, it really depends on how much time you have and what places do you want to cover, but I will still be breaking down some of the famous places that you can cover and how much time is needed for that. So first, if you have like 4 to 5 days, then you can combine Manali with Shimla, or another itinerary can be Shimla with Chehl and Kufri. Second is, if you have like 6 to 8 days, then you can combine Shimla, Manali and Kasol. For 7 to 8 days, you can combine Manali, Dharamshala and Dalhousie. It's a different circuit. For Spiti, you need 7 to 10 days, and you can also combine Tirthan Valley with this. And amongst all these, there is a famous itinerary which combines Shimla, Manali, Kasol and Dalhousie, which takes up to 8 to 9 days and covers most of the famous places in Himachal. Let's talk about transportation, how to reach Himachal Pradesh. So first is by air. The best airport is Chandigarh airport, but you can also fly to Buntar, which is a Kullu Manali airport. You can also fly to Dharamshala, Shimla airports as well, but the flights are very limited here. But Pathankot is also a good option if you want to start your trip to Dalhousie. The second option is by train. The most famous railway station here, or the nearest, is Chandigarh. You can also take a toy train from Kalka to Shimla for a scenic ride here. The third option is by car. From Delhi and Chandigarh, you can take a private cab or self-drive, a bike or a car, or there are a lot of Volvo buses also that go to most of these hill stations. So for getting around in Himachal, the best option would be hiring a private cab or renting a bike or car there, because it's the best option to travel locally there. Though public transport is also available, but it's not the most reliable source for tourists. Why book a package for Himachal? Himachal's destinations are far apart and buses are a hassle to travel in because of the exhausting journeys. A package includes private cabs, ensuring comfortable and hassle-free travel. Second is, local taxis often overcharge tourists. The package offers fixed prices, so you do not have to go into bargaining and avoid hidden costs. Third is, places like Spiti Valley, Rohtang Pass and some treks require special permit. A package ensures pre-arranged permits, ensuring you save time and paperwork stress. Fourth is, Himachal's weather is very unpredictable and snowfall and monsoon can block roads. A package with expert drivers know the safest routes and alternate travel plans. And lastly, whether you're traveling with a family or for a honeymoon, a package lets you customize your trip. So to have a stress-free and memorable trip, book your trip with Holidify's packages, browse through the packages that align with your interests, and we will connect you with travel agents who will use their expertise to plan your perfect trip. Things to do in Himachal Pradesh. First, you can experience the snow adventures in Solang Valley and Rohtang Pass. Second, you can go for trekking in Himachal. There's a trek for every level of hiker here. Third, you can go for paragliding in Bir Biling, Asia's highest paragliding site. Fourth, you can go for river rafting in Kullu and Tirthan Valley. Fifth, you can explore the spiritual and Buddhist monasteries. Sixth, you can stay in a wooden cottage or a riverside homestay. Seventh, visit the most scenic lakes in Himachal like the Chandratal Lake. Eighth is take a ride in the Shimla toy train, which is a UNESCO site. Ninth, go for camping and stargazing in Himachal's most scenic spots. 10th, you can explore the colonial charm of Shimla and Dalhousie. 11th, try the traditional Himachal cuisine like Siddhu Dham and momos. 12th, you can shop for local handicrafts and woolens at mall roads in Shimla and Manali. And lastly, visit the religious places like Manikaran Sahib, which is a gurdwara with hot springs, and Naina Devi temple. Places to visit in Himachal Pradesh. Shimla, the queen of hills. Here you can visit the following: Mall Road and Ridge, perfect for shopping and cafes. Go for a day tour to Kufri, which has perfect snow activities in winters, and Jaku Temple, which offers stunning panoramic views. Let's talk about Manali and Solang Valley. Here are the things that you can do here. First, explore Rohtang Pass, which is open from May to October, but you'll need a permit for this. Second, you can go to Solang Valley, where you can go for ATVs, paragliding, and a lot of snow activities. Third, you can also explore Old Manali, which is famous for cafes, scenic stays, and nightlife. You can also visit famous temples and go for hikes in Manali. Kasol and Parvati Valley. Here are the things that you can do here. Chahal and Tosh trek, which is an easy hike with beautiful valley views. Then is the Khirganga trek, which is famous for natural hot water springs. And lastly, visit Manikaran Sahib, which is a famous Sikh temple. Spiti Valley and Lahaul. Let's talk about what you can do here. Firstly, you can visit the Key Monastery, a stunning Buddhist monastery on a cliff. Then visit the Chandratal Lake, which is a moon-shaped high-altitude lake. And lastly, visit Lanza and Comic, which are some of the highest inhabited villages in the world. Mcleodganj, Dharamshala, and Beerpiling. Let's talk what you can do here. So first, you can visit Bhagsu Waterfall, which is a short scenic hike. Then is the Triun Trek, which is one of the most popular Himalayan treks here. Then visit the Dalai Lama temple, which is in the heart of Mcleodganj. In Beerbiling, you can go for paragliding from Asia's highest takeoff point and explore the monasteries and Tibetan culture here. Let's talk about the currency and network in Himachal. So Indian rupees, that is INR, is widely accepted throughout India and even in Himachal. So you can carry cash or carry it in your cards. UPI payments also work everywhere in Himachal, but can be a little problem in some of the remote areas. Whereas for network, Jio and Airtel work best everywhere. But in places like Spiti, where there are remote places and network problems, BSNL would work best. Travel tips for Himachal Pradesh. First, pack light and carry some warm clothes as well, because the weather changes rapidly here. Second, carry cash because ATMs are very scarce in remote areas. Third, you should book your permits for Rohtang Pass and Spiti in advance. Fourth, avoid driving at night because roads can be a little dangerous. Fifth, avoid overloading your itinerary. Pick 2 or 3 destinations per trip instead of going through multiple places, as mountain roads take longer to travel. Sixth is book your stay in advance, especially in the peak season, as they sell out fast and can get very expensive. And lastly, high altitude places like Spiti and Chandrakala are above 12,000 feet and can cause altitude sickness. So it is better to spend one night before that in a higher altitude place so that you can get accustomed. That's everything you need to know about planning your trip to Himachal Pradesh. If this guide helped, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.